Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Monday evening. Hope you had a lovely weekend and you're looking forward to a nice week ahead. Our theme today is connect. So let's think about connecting with ourselves, but also connecting our minds and our bodies with our breath. So as always throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. So let us begin our practice lying down. Making yourself nice and comfortable on your mat. Closing your eyes. Slowing down. Letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your world. Releasing yourself from your roles, responsibilities, and labels. And just bringing yourself to your mat. Spending the next 60 minutes connecting your body with your mind through your breath. And as you lie here, let your attention go to the screen at the back of your eyelids. Just notice what's presented here. The colors, the shapes, movements. Spend a little time connecting with it. And then taking your two hands, just place them over your eyelids. Noticing the darkness that brings, the stillness. Notice the feel of your hands on your eyelids. Notice the connection between your upper and lower eyelid. And then taking your hands away once again, noticing that change. Just being aware of what's there in front of you, in front of your eyes, at the back of your eyelids. And then we're going to do a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. So you're familiar with this, taking your right hand, closing over your right nostril. Let your index finger and middle finger rest on your forehead as you breathe through your left nostril. And then releasing the right nostril and closing the left nostril with the fourth finger of your right hand. As you breathe through your right nostril. And then let's do alternate nostrils. So inhaling through your right nostril and then releasing the left nostril, closing the right nostril to exhale through that left nostril. And then inhale through the left nostril once again. And switching sides, exhaling through the right nostril, inhaling through the right nostril, and changing. And continuing like that for 3 breaths on each nostril. And then when you're ready, just drawing that hand down by your side, taking a moment to now change your breath so you're inhaling through both nostrils into your belly, pause, and then exhale. And just becoming aware of your state of mind after that breathing. Are you feeling calm, focused, and connected to your breath? And one more breath here. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, lifting your feet up off the mat, and let your hands come onto your knees. And we're going to just do big circles with those knees. First in one direction, and then change it, taking it in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, coming to stillness, let the feet come down onto the mat and roll over onto your left side. And as you roll over, just line up the legs so the thighs are parallel with the long side and the shins are parallel, no, other way around. Thighs are parallel with the short side, shins are parallel with the long side. Putting your right hand on top of your left hand, and we're going to just raise this right arm all the way over, bringing it to the right. Try to keep your shoulder blades connected to the mat, so adjust the upper body as you turn the direction towards the right. And on your next inhale, raise the right arm up. Bring it all the way back to land on the left. And exhale to bring it back across. And again, inhaling, bring it to the left. Exhale, all the way back to the right. 3 more times, working with your breath.
And then bringing that right hand back to your left hand. Let's just take this to the other side. So rolling over onto your right side. Again, with the left palm on top of the right. And let's bring that left arm all the way over to the left, adjusting your upper body so your shoulder blades are in some way connected to the mat. One more breath here. And then connecting the movement with the breath. Inhaling, raising the left hand all the way over to rest on the right. Exhale to bring it back to the left. And again, inhaling, bringing it to the right. And exhaling to the left. And 3 more times like this. And then bringing the hand once again over to the right. And from here, just swinging around to come into your tabletop. And in your tabletop, hips over knees, feet straight out behind you, shoulders over wrists, having those fingers open nice and wide, pressing away from the mat, nice and active. And once again, connecting with the breath as we go through our cat and cow. All movements just working with your breath. And then allowing yourself to freestyle here a little bit. So maybe looking from side to side or circling the hips a little bit. Just moving the way your body suggests to you, but feeling that connection with your breath as you move. And just allowing yourself to go with your body, with what your body suggests. As you really feel connected to your body and listening to your body. Until you're ready to come to stillness here. And then from here, curling those toes, pushing the hips back towards the heels. Let's rise up into a downward dog, pedaling those legs, just helping them to open out, stretching them nice and slowly, pushing those hips back to the back of the mat, lengthening through the spine, pressing away from the mat with your hands. Gaze towards the belly button. And when you're ready, coming to your point of stillness here. Two more breaths here. And then walking your feet up to meet your hands. Bend the knees, coming all the way up to stand at the top of your mat. And as you're standing here, checking in with the feet that they are hip width apart. Equal weight on both feet, and that weight evenly distributed across the ball and heel of your foot. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, standing up nice and tall. Turning those palms outwards, just feeling as you turn the palms outwards, your chest opens and brightens. Closing the eyes as you inhale, feeling those arms drift away. And as you exhale, feeling the arms drift back. 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, drawing those arms up over your head, palms together, raise the gaze and take a breath. Sweeping down into a forward fold, bending your knees as much as you need to here. As you try to connect your lower rib cage with your thighs. And then halfway lift or step the hands away and lengthen spine, whichever you prefer. And bringing it back to your forward fold. And let's step that right leg back to come into your low lunge. And from here, we'll take it into our plank. So let the hands come down, setting them up, fingers nice and broad. Fingers, tips of your fingers just almost clawing into the mat. And let's step it back into your plank. Shoulders over wrists, slight bend in the elbow. 2 more breaths here. And then coming down onto the mat, knees, feet, keeping the elbows in as you let the chest come down and then the belly. And raising the chest and forehead away from the mat, keeping that gaze on the mat. And then pushing on up here through your tabletop into your downward dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Stretching that right leg out behind you. Let's step it through. Low lunge. And stepping up to your forward fold. Just checking your feet as you step them up, that they're hip width apart. They're in a nice straight line. Forward fold. Bending the knees. Coming all the way up, raising those arms up over the head. Raise the gaze, take a breath. Sweeping through forward fold. Halfway lift or lengthen spine. As you move into each pose, taking a nice breath, really connecting with your breath in each movement, forward fold. And letting the hands come down as we step that left leg back and rise up to your low lunge. And taking it into your plank for 3 breaths. And then bringing yourself down onto your mat, either through your knees, feet, chest, belly, or lowering yourself down nice and slowly. And then once you're on the mat, drawing up into your back bend. And pushing on up here through your tabletop to your downward dog. And stretching that left leg out behind you, step it through. Low lunge. And bringing it up to your forward fold. Bending your knees, coming all the way up. And bringing the hands into prayer at the chest, taking a breath here. And then I'm just going to make my way down here so I don't have my back to you. As you're standing at the top of your mat, bringing your hands onto your hips, let's step this right leg back, lining up the heels. So heels are in a straight line. This left knee is straight over the ankle. So just have a look at yourself. See that you're not being a little easy on yourself in terms of this angle. You might have it a little bit wide. So just make sure that knee is directly over the ankle. The right foot turned in slightly. And as we look at this left knee, we want to imagine we've got a wall beside us here, and we're going to keep that knee against that wall because sometimes your knee wants to fall in. So keeping it nicely aligned. Let the body look at the long side of the mat, so you're open here with the body, raising the arms up into a T and looking out over that left hand. Let's take 3 breaths here in this warrior 2. Soften the shoulders, engage the core. And taking it from warrior 2 into extended side angle. So bending this left elbow, resting the arm on the left leg as you draw the right arm up past the ear. And having the gaze and the chest look forward and up. Being aware of the knee, that it maintains the bend. One more breath here. And then from here, raise the right arm straight up. Let the left hand point down and open out that front leg as much as is comfortable. You don't have to have your left hand all the way down onto the mat. You can be up here, you can be whatever height works for you. But try to think of your body being, if we had like two window panes coming either side of us, that we'd be fitting within that. Two more breaths here again, having that gaze looking upwards. And then as you watch your right hand here, lower the right hand down, follow it with your gaze as you lift the body up, turning both feet to the front of the mat. Let's take it to the other side. So your right foot is to the front, the left foot is behind, keeping that right knee over the ankle into your warrior two. Soften the shoulders, engage the core. One more breath here. And then bending the right elbow, bringing it down to rest on that right thigh as you stretch the left arm up past your ear, feeling that lovely long stretch on the left side of your body. Keeping the chest nice and bright and open, shoulders in a straight line with each other. One more breath here. And then letting that left hand point straight upwards. As you straighten that right leg, let the right hand point down into your triangle. Keeping the gaze upwards. And then coming back to center, letting both feet come to the front again. Let's just flow through those three poses now. So bringing the arms into your T, soften the shoulders, turning that left foot to the back of the mat, right foot turning in slightly, bending that left knee over the ankle. And taking it into your side angle. And through to your triangle. Coming all the way up, both feet face the front. Take a breath. And taking it to the other side. Get the feet right, and then adjust the upper body. Warrior two, through to extended side angle. And into triangle. I'm coming back to center. Once more on each side. Warrior two. Extended side angle. triangle. Back to center. And to the left, to the right. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Triangle. And back to center. And bringing the hands onto the hips, heel, toe, the feet to hip width apart. Let's make our way to the top of the mat and run through a sun salute on each side. Let's see, can we connect the body now? So we're going to flow a little quicker through our sun salute. So we'll inhale, hands together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping into your low lunge. Exhale, rising up. Inhale through to your plank. Exhale. Taking another breath here. Inhaling again. And as you exhale, making your way down onto your mat. Inhale through to your back bend. Exhale up to your tabletop. Inhale, lifting into your downward dog. Exhale. Taking another breath here. On your next inhale, raising up the right leg. Exhale, stepping it through to your low lunge. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, framing the foot as you step into your forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. So hopefully you get the gist of that. Don't worry about when you're inhaling and when you're exhaling. Just alternate the breath as you change the movement or as you flow through the movement. So we'll do it on the other side. I'm not going to talk. You just do it with your own flow and your own breath and really feel like the movement and the breath are really connected. So hopefully you got on well with that. We'll do another run of that on each side before we finish up. But hopefully you were able to really feel a connection between your movement and your breath
as you went through your sun salute. So let's do a little bit of balancing here. So shifting the weight into your right leg, turning that left foot to the left at a right angle. So your knee is at a right angle. That's the important thing in your tree pose, is that this left knee is at a right angle to your right knee. So we want to try and keep it that way. So then lifting the left leg up onto your calf or thigh, whichever you prefer. Finding your point of balance, aligning your body. And then having your hands either at your chest or maybe over your head, palms together or apart, whatever you like. But wherever you are, see, can you take 3 breaths here? And then when you're ready, bringing those hands into prayer at the chest, releasing that left leg down, and let's take it to the other side. So shifting that weight into the left leg, turning the right foot at an angle, at a right angle to the left leg, and then raising that right leg up to your calf or thigh. Hopefully more gracefully than I did just there. Find your point of stillness. And taking 3 breaths here. And bringing those hands together again in prayer, releasing that right foot down. Good. Coming back to stand with those feet hip width apart. Let's run through a sun salute on each side again. This time connecting that movement with your breath. Inhaling into one movement, exhaling through to another movement, and just really feeling that connection. So again, I'm not going to speak. Don't worry if you get lost in your sun salute or whatever, that's okay. Just go with it. Pause in the plank and the downward dog to just take an extra breath or 2 before you continue on with the flow. And I'll see you back here after you've done a sun salute on each side. So well done if you did that. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you felt connected to your body and your movement as you worked your way through your sun salutes. From here, feet hip width apart, raising the arms up. Let's sweep those hands down, coming down into a forward fold. From here, making your way to a downward dog. And then coming down onto the mat, so stepping the legs back, bringing the knees down, letting the chest come down, forehead down onto the mat. Hands either side of the chest, elbows in at your sides. And let's lift up into a cobra. So first of all, nice and light with the hands as you raise the forehead and chest up. And then activating the hands as you push yourself up into a cobra. So keep the elbows soft. So you feel a nice extension of the hips, a big back bend, looking forward. And then lowering yourself down here and crossing one arm on top of the other. Let your forehead rest on your arms for a nice crocodile pose, a little softer back bend. One more breath here. And letting the forehead come down onto the mat. Arms down by your sides as you raise your right leg up. And draw it down, raising the left leg up. And down, trying to get the whole of the leg up, including the hip, as you alternate between the two legs. Once more on each side. And then with the arms by your side, let's raise the forehead, the chest, and the legs up into a locust. Keeping the gaze on the mat. One more breath. And then lowering down to the mat, let those arms come out long for a full body stretch. One more breath here. And bringing those hands down either side of the chest again, lifting up to a tabletop and swinging around to come and sit in your staff pose with your toes pointing upwards, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take it into a forward fold, hinging at the hips, connecting with the breath. Deepening that fold with each breath. And then when you're ready, coming back up to sit up tall again. Let's just take a twist to the left as you bring both hands to the left side of your body and just allow the upper body to twist. Keeping the shoulders over the ears. No. Keeping the shoulders over the hips. So we don't want to be back or forward. We want to be nice and level. And coming back to the center for a breath. And then let's take that twist to the right. And back once again to the center for a breath. And bending your knees, just bringing yourself down to lie on your mat. Legs out long, palms facing upwards. Letting those feet just flop out to the side. And allowing your body time now to absorb all of that work that you've done. As you just allow the body to soften. Letting go your toes and the soles of your feet. Letting go the tops of your feet, your heels and ankles. Letting go your calves and your shins. Your knees, front and back. Letting go your glutes and your pelvis. The whole back of your body, back of your rib cage, shoulder blades. Letting go the front of your body, chest and shoulders. And go your armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists. Backs of your hands, palms of your hands, and your fingers. Letting go the back of your head, the crown of your head, forehead, eyebrows, eyes, cheeks, jaw, chin, lips and tongue. The whole of your body, just let it go. And take a moment here for gratitude. Acknowledging someone or something in your life that you're feeling particularly grateful for today. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose, into your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. With each breath, just feeling that connection with your inner self deepen. And greet your inner self with a smile. And imagine you're in your favorite place. Make yourself comfortable here. And spend a little time connected and at peace with your inner self.